Hello everyone, my name is Rishid Naska, and today I'm going to introduce you to the concept of loops. Now, the first loop that I want loop is a conditional thing. If you want to understand a complex definition, let me give you a simpler one. It just takes a condition, whether it's true or false, or defines it as a boolean. Define it as a boolean. It takes a value true or false and works according to it. Okay. Now let's say we have a is equal to true. Now this is a conditioning statement. In Python, is equal to is same as is equal to. So in place if we write is equal to, it would give an error, name error. Now we are not talking about errors in this video right now. So is equal to would give an error because Python does not accept it. It should be is equal to is equal to. It should not be is equal to. If a is equal to true, which means that a is equal to true. If a is equal to only if a is equal to true, then only if a is equal to true, then only will it print a statement that this is a for if loop. So since we have assigned the value of true to a, and the condition is a should be true, it prints if loop since it satisfies the condition. Now, for every if loop, there must be a else loop. Now, where's the else loop? This one. So we type in else loop satisfy all the conditions which are possible other than the condition which is equal to the if loops condition. That means that it can satisfy everything in the world, everything which is possible other than the condition which satisfies the first one. So we have assigned in the first one we have assigned a value of true. So else should be a is equal to false, because the false is the only boolean value which is possible. So if it is, then it prints an else loop. Let's check it. Let's give it false and let's give it. So a is not defined. Okay, we have not run it. It's out of the memory now. So since it is false, the value of a is false, and else we have defined else, which is the opposite of if, which means that it defines a is equal to false. It should be else loop. Therefore, it prints this is an else loop. Okay, let's change it back to true. Okay. Now there can also be a elif loop, but it's optional and is only used if you want more conditions. So here we have to type elif. It's the same syntax. We put the first brackets a and whatever condition you want to put over there. And in this case, a is equal to true. And then we have to print that this is an whatever condition. If it satisfies the condition, what action will it do? So we have to do that. So it provides a wider view, and it decreases the random options which can appear in the else loop. So it is advantageous. Sorry for that. So an elif loop, unlike the else loop, must contain its condition specified, which means that the condition which it should satisfy to perform an action, which is this over here, it must be specified. And elif loop means else if. So you should remember that. That's a trick for remembering elif loop. It means else, el for else, and if for if, whatever. So we are going to for loops, which is the last one we are going to do for this video. So we have for I in range 0,3, we have to print this is the for loop, which means that for a specified range, which is in this case 0 to 3, is going to print this is a for loop, or it will perform any action. So it performed the action 3 times since we specified the range from 0 to 3. So now the amount of time for the amount of time the range the amount of time it's running or the amount of time it's running is specified in the variable I, and we can access the variable I. See, yeah, I will be equal to 3. If you want I to be equal to 3, you have to type +1 since Python counts. Sorry for that. Python counts one less. So we we get 3. Okay. So for every repetition, the value of I increments or increases. Remember this word increment. Increment means increases. So increments by 1. Now for every trial, or for every time the action is outputted, for every interval. So that's basically what it is. For loops and if loops. We're going to learn about more loops like while loops in later videos. Thank you.